It's here, cry sobs. I'm so scared. Hi, Songale. Prime, hello. How is everyone? Nervous? Why are you nervous, Songale? Gotta go grab what? What's got you so nervous? There's an update? Did Clown finally update the website? Oh. Like right now, did he update the website, or is it coming soon? Good, I just got back from a job testing for a drone shows, and it's going to be my new job when they need me. Nice. It's live now? Shoot. Alright, you know what? Let's take a quick look at the website before we head into our drawing stuff. Oh, it pays way better than Dollar Tree does. That's good. Get that bread. Where are you? I know I have you saved. Oh, there it is. Hi, Swift. Oh, I see stuff. It changed. Okay. I don't know, I haven't been on the site for so long. I don't know if I noticed anything different. Hi, Adam. Our little Jolly Wally's devil's back. He is. I guess he'll never get a new costume. We're just having a quick look around to see if there's any changes or obvious changes. Oh, hey, everyone's back in their Halloween attire. He did get one commercial for his Halloween makeshift plush. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think this section updated quite yet, cause Santa, the Santa thing's still there. I'm worried for Julie and Poppy now. Oh no. What happened this time? Didn't look like the update. I don't know, I'm just not the most observant. I mean, they just updated tonight, so I'm sure things are still coming. Okay. Maybe it's on that secret website that I can't remember, nor will I ever figure out remember how to get back to. Oh well, I have to wait for the detectives to figure out the stuff. So that means for me, I have to wait. But it's good to see Clown has his stuff updated. Can't wait for the videos that explain to me what happens. Okay. Alright. So, and speaking of Welcome Home, I finally finished the Tears to Shed video, and it will be up and ready for Halloween. What are you drawing today? Well, Transformers is my new hyperfixation, so that's going to be my personality for the next few months, so just bear with me, I guess. I just know it's going to tear up my heart again. Oh, Eddie, sweetheart. Oh no. And I somehow managed to binge watch the entire Transformers Prime series. That's how deep in the Transformers hole I am. I'm going to keep an eye out for those who can find secrets of Welcome Home sites. Nice. So yeah, so for those who didn't see my other characters, here's some of my characters that I have that I'm going to go into detail later, or at least on Tumblr I will later. I still have yet to come up with names for them. That's just the thing, but yeah, I'm glad how these guys turned out. And I finally finished my main villain for my OCs. I'm glad that Sin turned out to be very, very spooky. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm drawing 3 characters, but I might just stick with these 2 for now. And they're basically just there to tell stories from different perspectives. And the music is loud in my ear. I don't know if I'm loud on stream. Well. So this one is going to be in the lower class with the minors. While this one will be higher up, and will be taking place in story place where the more higher ups in the social ladder are. And they'll just basically interact with different characters, so it's not just one character and I'm having to come up with crazy scenarios of like how they meet or interact. Like, since this one's in the lower class, I can't see many reasons why they'll either come into contact with Sentinel or any higher up Transformer. And I don't want to try and come up with a crazy scenario other than just to go play out how Transformers 1 plays out. But if I have one that's already higher up, I can kind of see, it seems a little bit more natural, I guess. And I don't know what I'm doing about this one. I'm just like creating a third one for no particular reason. I just wanted another drone character just because. And I low-key gave her rabbit ears because I didn't know what else to put for her helmet. Because I tried looking up other robot helmet types. I couldn't think of any, so I was like, you know what? Let's just give her super hearing, I guess. More drones for the OC pile, yes. And this one is our shy baby. That's the best way I'm going to describe her right now because I don't have a name for her. And I only have her personality, which is, she's basically the Fluttershy. She's shy. Love the one ears. And they fold back too. So they can, in a way, fold back. And they'd look something akin to this. Just to be more on the nose about her personality. And to be honest, I have no idea where she would be, socially wise. Lunar Madness. Oh hi, the most random thing happened to me at school. Oh, what's the random thing? "14, 16 kids? Oh, that's not good. Sorry to hear that. I hope their families are okay." I think when someone overdoses, I think they're most likely like dead. Hopefully that's not the case though. If they can help, if they can get help quick enough. Yeah, I guess so. Well, let's hope they're doing okay and they recover. Sorry to hear that, Lunar. I found new merch on a website. Oh, what kind of merch? Doll puppets? If you don't start, you don't have to quit, is what my dad told me. But of course, he's implying smoking. But the concept still applies. So, switching topics and going on to something a little lighter. I found some really cool official Transformers 1 like concept art and case studies. And it's like really cool to see all the work that goes into this. And it also is really nice because it helps me figure out how to draw these guys from different angles. And it forces me to remember that I can literally make their helmets any way, as long as, like, it just have a shape of a face. It's okay. At least I know that I wasn't given. Thank you. I'm doing better after the incident. That's good to hear. As long as it doesn't spoil the plot of the story for me, then cool. I haven't gotten the chance to see it yet. I don't think so. It's more, I more so just hold on to case studies to see like their overall designs, what their stuff looks like in still, so I can have references. I also got sick on the time. Oh, that sucks. And I found really cool art just because this was very cool. Mhm. And after watching the Prime series, it only just reinforced how much I don't care for the human characters. Yeah, while watching Prime, I just absolutely did not like the human characters. More like I just didn't care for them all too much. Uh, Especially Miko. I didn't like Miko a lot. She really annoyed me. The thing with Transformers is the humans can be a hit or miss. When it came to the other two characters, the boys like Jack and Raphael, I didn't mind them too much. They were fine. I just didn't like the girl character. I just found her so annoying for some reason. I get it, she's supposed to be the energetic, rebellious one, but it's like, you almost got yourself and your friends killed so many times. Why haven't you learned your lesson yet? Starscream was fine, I guess. A question for you, Fonbank says yes, Melissa, and also hello. I'm sorry, my YouTube wasn't YouTubing for a second. I'm back now. Okay. Oh, Elena, if you're still sick, remember to drink lots and lots of water. What's your thoughts on Megatron? Of any version you find interesting? So right now I only have three variants of Megatron I'm aware of, which is the Bayverse, the Primeverse, and Transformers 1, the new movie. In Transformers 1, the new movie, I like Megatron because I got to see who he was as D16, and D16 was such a sweetheart, and I'm sad that he's gone, and now he's Megatron. And I find his design a lot more palpable. I personally like his design in Transformers 1. The Bayverse ones, he just felt like a stupid, your standard villain. I didn't really have any strong feelings about him. He was kind of just, okay, he's there, he dies many times, but then he comes back in the next movie for some reason, for whatever reason. Then there's the Primeverse one. He's okay, I guess. Again, not too many strong feelings. He just feels very basic. He's like your basic, asshole boss, but bad guy. Yeah. So I like uh Transformers One Megaverse Mega. I'm getting my peoples mixed up. I like Transformers One Megatron. At least there to me he was interesting. The other two are just like, okay, all right, you do what you need to do. You're just kind of there. Favorite's one of the humans to be stars over the actual robots in the franchise is about. Yeah. Then there was Prime. Prime I didn't really care too much. I like Knockback. I like Knockback a lot. Or Knockout. I like Knockout a lot. He was such such a diva. I giggled at, yeah, when I couldn't talk. Vegas keeps dying but gets rebuilt over and over with no change of pace from death. But yeah, I liked Knockout. Knockout was funny. He's such a little diva. I thought he was funny. He was very, very cute. I didn't really care for Starscream and Prime in this version either, and Prime either. I just didn't jibe with the design. I do not know why. I do know some people like his design in this one because it's the most interesting looking, but I'm just here like, nah, I don't like it. Favors Megatron is William Afton, pretty much. Knockout is 100% a femboy. He pretty much is. Hi Alice, I just came in to say hi. I have to go to sleep. Alright. Hi and good night, Stephanie. Also, when you look at Megatron being generic villain, remember how long he's been fighting this war and God. Remember how long. Okay. And also, sometimes I get Megatron in the Bayverse. Sometimes I get Megatron confused with one of his other three villains. I think it's Starscream or Shockwave? Wait, what are the other two? I do know out of his three posses he keeps close to him, one of them looks identical to him, to me at least. And that sometimes I get him confused. And in the Bayverse of part 3 of Transformers, if you look at the side helmet of both, if you look at the sides, okay, what do you find on the sides? Yeah. Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave. In the Bayverse, one of them looks extremely identical to Megatron, and sometimes I get them confused because of how similar they look. I can't remember which one it was though. In the Bayverse, they look a little too similar to each other. One of them a lot more than the other. I can't remember which one. But when they all stand together, I'm like, oh, okay. There's not much to look at. But when they're in the more cartoon versions, in any other versions, they're all unique and different looking from each other that I can tell who's who. Knockout may be femboy, but he's hot femboy. He is hot femboy. Totally didn't obtain a new crush while watching Prime. Just being like, when's Knockback coming back? Knockout. Where's my guy? Where's my narcissistic femboy? That's why the shows are better than the Bayverse. I just looked at my old art and immediately went, no. You will improve. The more you practice, the more along the way you'll come. Well, welcome to the Knockout Sim Club, Pegasus. Thank you. I'll take my card and make the please. Optimus Prime's ear horns are a bit off naturally, which shows how real his helmet is organic to him. But when Sentinel was getting beaten by Megatron, his helmet suddenly pops off, which indicates Sentinel Prime was a false Prime. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember a Sentinel Prime being red in the Bayverse, and I'm looking at the Sentinel Prime in Transformers 1. I like the Transformers 1 Sentinel a lot more. He was an imposter. Dun, dun, dun. In Among Us, music plays. And I don't say that. No, I do say that because I think Sentinel in Transformers 1 is a lot more attractive. Yeah, no, Sentinel Prime in Transformers One is a lot better looking than the Bayverse Sentinel. Sentinel in the Bayverse looks like an old man, while Sentinel in Transformers One, uh, is like your handsome villain. You hate him, but you love him. That's not me being attracted to giant robots. Yeah. And when it comes to Shockwave and Soundwave, I have no real attachment to them as of yet. I know a lot of people like them, but I'm just sitting here like, okay, I don't see it. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm not that deep into the lore yet to understand. I have a hard time trusting any Sentinel Prime because of the Bayverse and the Transformers animated. Yeah. When I first watched Transformers Prime, well, to be honest, I did grow a bit of an eye for Megatron. Oh, you like Megatron? That's cool. I still didn't care for him. I don't know, I guess if I were to look at him like design wise, he's good. He serves his purpose as a villain. He looks good as a villain. But in terms of like catching my eye, it's just not doing it for me. I don't know why. I think it's the face. I just don't like the face. I think I accidentally killed Poppy. Oh no! Why would you do that, doll puppet? He's just misunderstood. You keep telling yourself that. At least Megatron someone who will love him like that. He will not find it in me though. I have been with my Apple Pen. I thought my Apple Pen wasn't cooking for a second. Then I went to Bluetooth. I realized I was working without it. Oh no! Yeah, Doll Puppets, what do you mean you killed Poppy? And then Melissa, until I get crushed for that. You can have Megatron. I'll happily take my knockout. I'll take my my narcissistic fanboy any day. You can have Megatron. There's a new story on the website. It's about bricks. Okay, that's interesting. Why is it bricks? I have mixed feelings for Transformers Prime Megatron. In a battle between father figure or crush, I don't know, it's confusing. Scratches, knockouts, paint. No, don't mess with his paint job. You know he loves it too much. I want to draw Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and I can't. You know, there's one way you can draw them with paper and pencil, the old-fashioned way. It's good to draw on paper and pencil every once in a while. You ruined my paint. Oh yeah, another thing. In Transformers Prime, I did not care for the human villains, the mech group. I was like, can you just disappear already? You guys are so annoying. I did not care for Silas and his whole reveal, and I wasn't surprised when he like 100% betrayed his people just to like try to be a part of the Decepticons, only to not. I'll try cooking your way. Yes, draw on paper and pencil. It's good to do that every once in a while. Emek was like a couple of fleas trying to gain knowledge. Mm-hmm. I found them really annoying. They were okay for like a couple episodes just for like obstacle plot reasons, like when they took Bumblebee's ECOG. But like after that, I'm like, yeah, I don't care about you guys anymore. Go away. And then there was Arachnid. Arachnid was okay. She was fine. I didn't care for her too much. I'm happy he got off. Yes, he got off. Well, hey, at least Silas and his men died in the end. Yep, they did. They did after like Silas became a zombie for a bit, but yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on Arachnid? I thought she was okay. She was fine. I didn't really have too many strong opinions about Arachnid. And I feel like they kind of just left her plot. They kind of just left her alone after like the zombie plot. Yeah, she was fine as a new version of the old Arachnid. Yeah, then they just left her as a zombie, basically, on another moon and left it there. I'm like, okay, she like never coming back. She's just zombie person on the moon now. She was meh. Could have been creepier. Okay, at the story of the neighbors put some bricks on Poppy's window so she wouldn't be scared by the new scary show that Solly's produced. Oh, okay. And has a supply of Insecticons. But now that she's a zombie, she's gonna eat her troops. So what's that gonna leave her with when they're all gone? Oh, they abandoned them. On the moon, and she's just eating her troops. They will become zombies, but what happens when there are no more Energon to devour? Are they just all dead? In Transformers, there was an episode that was basically a zombie episode. And one of the characters was turned into a zombie and was just left on a moon, and we never see him again after that. So we're just like, okay, that's where her story ends, I suppose. Everyone, come with me to Pinterest. We are going to look for a pose to put this character in and maybe better hair. Probably out of Energon it will decay. I'd imagine that would happen, but I'm like, man, that's like one lame way to send a character out. Who is? Arachne from Transformers Prime. Though I did appreciate the Maleficent reference they gave Arachnid. I think I saw a little bit of it. I think probably hopefully on the next update. Ultimus Prime. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, it's mainly just her horns. And who else? I liked Ratchet. Ratchet was kind of fun. I liked Ratchet. He's like, he's just like the tsundere old grandpa. I liked him a lot. He was great. I loved Ratchet. Who else was there? There was RC. RC was nice. I liked RC. She was good. Wasn't like I can't say my favorite character, but I liked her enough. She was good. I liked her. Just trying to look for cute. Ratchet best grandpa pop bot, even his funny grumpy moments. Yeah. What really made me love him the most was when Raphael got hurt and he's like feeling down and about himself, like, man, why didn't I take time to learn about human biology and their medicine? My my favorite human grandchild is dying. Okay, I think I got my poses. Wow, these are some crazy poses. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw one of my robots doing these poses. Just 'cause I think it'll be funny. Oh gosh. Still not sold on that. Good luck, Pegasus. Imagine you just see a robot just do that pose and be like, how are you not breaking your back? What else? Who else was there? What was the giant green transformer in Prime? I can't remember his name, but he was the one who was paired up with Miko a lot. Bulkhead? Yeah, Bulkhead. Bulkhead was okay. He was fine. I don't dislike him, but he was just fine to me. He was like a nice dad figure to Miko. Although I wish Miko actually learned her lesson from time to time, but she didn't. Greenbird? No, it was Bulkhead. That was his name. I know, I was joking. Bulkhead was fine, I guess. Bulkhead is like a funny uncle, father figure. Mm-hmm. Who else was there? There was Smokescreen who came near the end. Smokescreen was fine. I found him a bit funny. He fit the role of a standard rookie character who's a little bit overambitious. And then there was Optimus Prime himself. The Optimus Prime in this universe just feels very similar to the Bayverse Optimus Prime. Just more, I guess. A little bit. He's like he's your wise stage leader that you have. He's fine, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just like Transformers 1. Well, again, that's not Optimus Prime, that's Orion Pax. I can't say just yet, but the Optimus Prime in Prime he was fine. He was a good leader, very chill. He was a very nice chill leader. Although he just feels very similar to the Bayverse Optimus to me. Let's see if there's any other music I can play that's more fun. Where is also Prime Soundwave totaled Arachnid and humiliated her for attempted. Yeah. From what I see, it is as primes in the Transformers Prime universe are like kings, queens of their planet must show the seriousness of wisdom they have to be a great leader. I don't know. It seems to be that way, or they have like knowledge beyond their reason, I guess. And they kind of, in retrospect, if you really think about it, they're kind of dicks for like putting all their ancient weaponry on Earth. Be like, just dump it there so that no one else gets it but like our people. Hopefully, we may endanger a few humans, but nah, they're fine. They'll be okay.
Don't worry.
I'm like, stop sending your junk to Earth.
I promise. No matter how long.
Walk through the fog and you'll find a little tree. Hung in its branches are the many sides of me. I'm all you got on this cursed Halloween. You can't run away now, no, it's time to feast. Monster girl, hiding dark, bite into hearts, cast a spell on ya. When the cats are purring.
But yeah, that was like one of the things I was thinking about when every time you're like, we sent it to Earth. I'm like, stop sending your junk to Earth. You can literally just find on any other planet, but no, it always has to be Earth. A Star Troll's Prime series couldn't help but make a massive content. Nice. Nice. MatPat, I meant MatPat. Yeah, I got it when you said like a Star Primus theory, because everybody has to make their own little jingle based around MatPat's jingle.
It's getting dark, the witch and arrows here. Raise the bar, if you run, I'll make you disappear. Graveyard, hang with me and you lose every fear. Wild card, free your mind and see it crystal clear. Boy, don't toy with my appetite, don't play coy, destroy me, my acolyte. I be hot, it'll cost you to shoot your shot. Raise the stakes to the flames, for the game or not. My head's in my hand and my heart isn't there. I'm very many fans and they love me, yeah. Prepare yourself for horror waves, sway the night and take your place.
Hello, Marcy. How are you doing, Marcine? Fine, thanks. That's good. That's good to hear.
Can you hear my heartbeat? I'm tired of feeling I'm never enough. I close my eyes and tell myself that my dreams will come true. There'll be no more darkness when you believe in yourself. You're unstoppable. Where your destiny lies, dancing on your blades, you set my heart on fire. Don't stop us now, the moment of truth. We were born to make history. We'll make it happen, we'll turn it around. Yes, we were born to make history. Born to
history.
Don't stop us now. The moment of truth. We were born to make history. We'll make it happen. We'll turn it around. Yes, we were born to make history.
Oh yeah, how much of a culture does like Cybertron really have?
Can you hear
Because I do understand
my heart
Transformers
beat?
originally was like a
I've got
kid
feeling
boys show,
that
so I'd
it's never
imagine they
too
didn't have
late.
much
I
like
close
artsy
my
stuff going
eyes
on.
and see
From
myself
what I
in
have
dreams
researched,
so
there were
all
like
come
some
true.
sports like
There'll
racing
be
and
no
some sort
more
of
darkness
hunting,
when you
but
believe.
like, do they have any
In
art,
yourself you're
folklore,
unstoppable. Wear your
I don't know,
destiny
plays?
lies. Dancing on your blades, you set my
Is music
heart on
metal?
fire.
Is music metal or
Just
pop? Just
know
curious.
the
I think
moment
it's
of
pop. I'm
truth.
not entirely
We
sure.
were
I'm
born
not
to
very good when it
make
comes to music genre.
history. We'll make it happen. We'll turn it around. Yes, we were born to make history.
Because from what I can gather from like Transformers 1 and like
Born to make history.
just the general vibe of the show, like it seems like yes, they're big brain aliens, robots. Yes,
Don't stop us now. The
it's just in a
moment
lot of
of
other
truth.
shows and
We
comics.
were born to make
I
history.
hate
We'll
K-pop
make
and
it
pop.
happen.
Aw,
We'll
sorry
turn
to hear
it
that.
around.
Why do you
Yes,
hate
we were
K-pop
born
or
to
pop?
make history. Don't
I
stop
think
us
most of it's in
now.
comics.
The moment of
I'd
truth.
imagine, but I'm not gonna
We
go through a
were
bunch of
born
comics
to
to
make
figure that out.
history. We'll
I'm not
make
that
it
I'm
happen.
not that
We'll turn
dedicated.
it
Sorry.
around. Yes, we were born to make history. We were born to make history. We were born to
I don't
make
even know.
history. Yes, we were born to make
I'm trying to think of any
history.
genres of music I don't care for. To me, I don't really mind most
Born to
music.
make
I guess I just don't
history.
like heavy
We'll make
metal.
it
I guess.
happen. We'll turn it around. Yes, we were born to make history. Born to make history. Born to make history. Don't stop us.
Because I'm trying.
For the ones who
I'm
get
kind
it
of
done,
full of
the most
surprises.
important part is
You
the one
sure
you need
are.
now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of
Get out
maintenance
of
and
here, ads. We don't need you. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, alright, how is the Transformers or the Cybertrons going to notice that point overall? These robots are very different from them because I've seen like a lot of the robots in Transformers. They come in all shapes and sizes, so I'm like, what makes these guys noticeably different? And not in just appearance, but in like actions, I guess. BRB, I'm going to the toilet. Okay. Heavy metal? They're not singing, they're just screaming and sounding like a dying man. Yeah, I guess heavy metal. I don't really care for heavy metal. Uh-oh. Getting water, give me a second. I'm recovering from a cold. Mercy, I am recovering from a cold. That's why I sound very off. Or if I'm coughing. And that Transformers was a toy product for kids. Then slowly became a big TV since they got popular, so they didn't have lore at first, from what I remember, toys. They made us don't. Okay.
Can count the years on one hand that we've been together. I need the other one to hold you.
Yeah, that's why Lunar. Drink a lot of water.
It's not a walk in the park to love each other. But when our fingers interlock, can't deny, can't
Because at first I was like, okay, how much of a culture does Cybertron have? And maybe because I'm just still trying to figure out how are the Cybertron robots going to flat out notice like, hey, there's something off about these robots right here. They're not like us. Sensors, maybe. So then I came to the conclusion of this. Maybe deep down, inherently, Cybertronians can sense another one of its own. That's why they say brother, sister. Even if they may be on opposing sides, they still say stuff like that because they're made from the same planet. And they're entirely made from Primus. While these guys are only partially made from Primus, and they can sense that, and they can feel it. Like, they're like, there's something off about you guys. Yeah. And of course, that's just like the physical, outwardly things where they feel is different. But I also wanted to, and just in character, how they act is generally just different from them. Because I feel like a lot of the Cybertronians focus a lot more on physical strength, smartness, and just the sciences in general. I feel like those are their general things they focus on the most. Basically like bees. So that's why I was like, how much of an art culture do they have? So then these guys can mostly focus on the art and all that. And it's just odd to them. It's like, why are you making random pictures? They have music. Yeah, they have music. Oh no, my art is reminding me of those animations 2019. The mosquitoes are biting you. Oh no! Maybe if you make, I don't know, I noticed like mosquitoes for some reason don't like garlic stuff. Because they're secretly vampires, I guess, but yeah, no. I don't think you have any garlic bread on you, do you? Who take on stereos, yeah. So they do have music and all that kind of thing. So I guess, just in general, when these guys, because there is well, according to Transformers 1, there's kind of a caste system going on, a little bit, more so later on when you learn the context of the movie. Like, you got the Primes up here, you got everybody else down here. They kind of made the drones down here. The skills like sweet blood. I mean, they're sort of technically are vampires. They take our blood to make babies. Yeah. And of course, on top of, they can't transform like the other Transformers, like they can't turn into mobile vehicles. So that's already very so strange to them. It's like, why can't you turn into a vehicle? That's like Cybertronian 101. The mosquito bites are still visible on my stomach and on my right foot. Yikes. song.
Hey!
But and I also think so. Was this
forgot
makeup
my gift
done
at
at
home.
You could have changed your fight. There are no change fees.
Heave ho, on this eerie night we row, where the dead rise to tell the tale of old Keelhaul Joe. Through the phantom sea we go. The waves they whisper
Oh yes,
secrets
they love
of a
Fantasy
crew who
Night.
met their fate in the depths of Jones's locker, where the cursed congregate. The storm that claimed their galleon now rages in their souls, compelled by hellish.
But like I
purpose,
said,
reaping
these guys
vengeance from
probably,
below.
these characters have probably lived many different lives. So maybe they just bring cultures from other places, and that what makes them so odd. Like the Cybertronians have their own music. All of a sudden, you have these guys bringing in such strange, odd music from all over, and kind of mashing them together and making it their own. Cybertronians are like, what kind of odd garbage music are they? Noises are they making now?
Say he wields a cutlass sharpened on the keel's teeth of the ship that condemned him and his crew to drink
So that's
the
the
sea.
concept. Yeah, like like Soundwave is just jamming to his own music, and all of a sudden you got one of the drones on the side playing something so out of the ordinary, different from his own music. He's like, what the heck is that?
Beware old Keelhaul Joe. Beware old Keelhaul
And don't forget Laserbeak. Laserbeak also has his own music. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, okay. Yeah. And since they don't transform, they have very minimal transformations. They can turn their hands into guns or claws. And they also have the power of illusions too. And they can mimic the voices of others. So I guess they're closer to a mimic then. So they can't really transform in the traditional way. And the funny thing is, this character... So this is what the story I have so far. Give me a sec, because I'm gonna go head first into lore. These guys' tail stingers look fun to mess with.
I warned you, Emily, and now you've left me no.
Okay. Moving on to the next song. Let's see. Here we go.
I work in social media, so that means I'm always writing. But
Stop
now
it.
my writing is all
Ads.
done in the first draft.
No.
Grammarly is
The
the AI
stingers
writing
look fun
partner.
to mess with. They can be. Just make sure they don't like prick you, because inside these stingers is basically poison, which is the equivalent to like cosmic rust. So yeah, don't mess with it too much. So in the story, I also have an OC for Transformer PP. She has two transformations. One is a centaur form and the other is full beast form. Nice. That sounds epic. So Unicron was not very, I guess, satisfied with the Quintessence attempts to take over the universe. Since Unicron is, in a way, just seeking chaos and destruction, he created the absolute solve or sin with knowledge of the void and the finite end. Basically just a sliver of his knowledge. And that already made her a lot stronger than most creatures in the known universe. And he gave her one simple order: to destroy or eat planets. And that's what she did. She assimilated other planets, she ate some other planets, and over time gave herself more of a humanoid form to protect her true self. And I'm gonna go, it's getting late. Alright, bye Lunar. Imagine she bites onto his arms. Maybe, I don't know. Good night, Lunar. Hopefully you get over your sickness soon. Yeah. I don't think Cybertronus would really care, because it's not like she's gonna do any damage to him. For the month, yep. So, yeah. She makes more of herself and sends her prodigy out to assimilate, take host, and make it clear a path for her to take over. And some of those clones she made start to form their own identity. And they do actually form friendships, fall in love, grow to care about individuals, and learn about cultures and how have you. And they're pretty much helpless against Sin, and are just forced to watch her destroy everything that they've grown to care about, only for Sin to reset them, kind of, or tries to reset them, but they don't lose their sense of self, and sends them out again to do it all over again. Beautiful. Can she reset the... Have you ever watched The Amazing Digital Circus Spooky? Is that a part of the original show? Because I did watch Amazing Digital Circus, the newest episode, episode 3. It was pretty good. I liked it. Kinger is my favorite character now. I guess you couldn't see
from you. It isn't hard. Yes,
Can we watch together, please? Maybe another time. So this is the artwork Luna wants to show us. I guess she's trying her best to draw Huey, and Louie. She says, "I swear I added different details. I didn't fully trace it." No, I meant chat and watch together. Oh, okay. Alright. Where was I? Could she resist the cold in the Arctic? Not really, because while she may be mechanical, she is also part biological. So she's double oath for the cold. She needs to wear a lot of sweaters. So, one day, Sin, or the Absolute Solver, had her eyes set on Cybertron. Speaking of those pestering skills, one tried to get on my shoulder, but I squished it before I could. I'm not getting another itchy spot on my body. Protect yourself as best you can. So yeah. So, hi Koda. So she tries to send her little minions to Cybertron. And these ones happen to be all of the individuals who have a sense of self. And before they could reach Cybertron, Primus interfered. And he was about to destroy them and be like, no, get off, stay away from my planet. But he stopped when he sensed something different about these handful of individuals. He could sense that they were not like Sin at all. So, for whatever unknown reason, he let them onto his planet and even gave them a Cybertronian body for them to be housed in. Love these songs. I've heard this music video mix before. Nice. So he gave them Cybertronian bodies for them to house in and to have for themselves. But when they basically woke up and came online, they all woke up at different times. So the first few to wake up is this character. And her main group that she's the higher up one. And she mainly interacts with Sentinel, at one point in time Starscream, but a lot of the higher up socialites and the primes at the time. The Luna song, yep. Or I think you mean Celestia songs, but yeah. Loving this lore, thank you. Loving design on X-Gear. Yeah, she's very beautiful. So, with her character, she's going to be the one that interacts mostly with Sentinel, but in her backstory, she does interact a lot with Starscream. Can I hug? Yes. And I think this is the epitome of her exes and Starscream's relationship. Give me a hot second if I can pull up something. Give me a sec. Beautiful humming, thank you. Yeah, this is essentially this audio clip is essentially, this perfectly sums up their relationship, or at least how they interact with each other.
What if this time, instead of attacking him physically, I attacked him emotionally? Yes, come here, Mouse. I love you. See you tomorrow.
What the f*** was that? What does this mean? What are we? Are we friends? Come back! What's tomorrow?
What if this time, instead of attacking him physically...
That's essentially their relationship, or at least how they interact with each other. She just loves messing with Starscream. They started off as frenemies, but they got to the point where I can mess with this guy and I know he's not going to do anything to me. Make him confused by flirting. Yeah, or at least she doesn't interpret it as flirting. She's just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna say stuff to you and mess with you because I know you're not gonna do squat to me. But yeah, that's essentially their relationship. That's essentially how their dynamic. That's their dynamic. That's just them. Oh, right, oh, this is before Mega. This is this is all during Transformers 1 version of the timeline. So apparently Starscream was around before Megatron. And the reason why she even interacts with Starscream at all before, or any of the High Guard, is because before this happened, when she and a few of her drone fellows woke up, the 13 Primes were kind of wary of them. They didn't really know if they should trust them or not because they're not like us, they're different. And thus we're suspicious of them. And the reason why X also interacts with Sentinel is because she met Sentinel first. The Primes told Sentinel at the time to observe them, watch them, try and see what makes them so different. And so Sentinel, weirdly enough, specifically just chose to watch X the most. Star would just flat out mess with Starscream of any kind, like sibling or frenemies, or just plain enemies. Nice. And I guess Sentinel over time just got the hots for X. Mainly because he just found her physically attractive. He didn't really do much to, like, get to know her personally. But he was kind of just observing her from afar and just found her attractive, I guess. Or I guess he found her interesting / attractive. And I mean, who wouldn't? Look at her luscious lips. But yeah, no. He found her intriguing enough. And he kind of did, like, help her mess around with her cloaking abilities. Because she has the ability, technically all the drones do. Some of them are better at it than others. But yeah. In any Transformers universe as well. Also, in 2 weeks of the last week of October, I will be watching the new Sonic movie as my birthday gift. Nice. Feels good to be 27. Nice. I have to go because I am sick. Alright, bye Marcine, hopefully you recover soon. Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's OJ. Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is here. And with Google Play Games, I can sync the game from my phone to...
Get out of here.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back, watch your back. We can counter their attack. Hit them till they
Yeah, and this is... I'm just giving them letter names for now, because I have no better names to give them right now. So this is Z. Z is the shy one. I just kind of just made her just to have like a fun dynamic pairing for Bumblebee, because that would be funny. And she's kind of like the sleeping dragon character, where on the surface and most of the time she's like, guys, let's not fight, we gotta stick together. Letter names works, yeah, so she's Z. But if you like mess with her friends, or if her friends are in a dire situation, she can and will just go crazy and can wipe the floor with most people.
And we are not going under. We will never run for cover. We battle for the victory and ride for each other. Until the night falls, everyone will stay together till the battle is done. Back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. We can counter their attack. Hit them till the armor cracks. Until the night falls, we're alive.
There we go.
It doesn't mean that we're on the same side. Back to back.
I said I would draw a character in a weird position.
Suit of armor, strong and true. Make this metal bust the
Love Song at the Bob. It's really good. Which I find a little funny because most drones don't necessarily fight like this, or don't like get ready to pounce like this. Especially X, because I imagine X has a lot more of a graceful movement.
Until the night falls, you can trust. I'm gonna help you win this battle because I got your back, got your back, got your back, got your back. All for one, and that's a fact. Nights fall pitch black. I know you're thirsting for that.
Alright, so, hot second. That. Little drones fighting like they're kitty cats. Maybe some of them do go like this, but in terms of X, I'd imagine she's a lot more graceful, and that's why she's kind of a show-off, and that's why she has the confidence slash gall to act the way she does around Starscream sometimes, or actually a lot of the time. It's because she knows she's that girl. And I imagine her fighting style looks a lot like this, since she uses her tail as a whip a lot. I imagine she fights a lot like this.
Vengeance, faggy, you're out for blood, but you'll only stand a chance if you're out for love. Out for love, love. Think of who you care about, protect them and be out for love, love. You're gonna fight without gloves, and when that push comes to shove, yeah, you just might rise above, long as you're out for love. I know you're thirsting for vengeance, faggy, you're out for blood, but you'll only stand a chance if you're out for
Yeah, I'd imagine her fighting style looks a lot like hers.
Think of who you care about, protect them and be out for love.
And her tail is just swinging and swirling around like this.
And when that push comes to shove, yeah, you just might rise above, long as you're out for love. I know you're thirsting for vengeance.
Yeah, I haven't caught up on this show. I kind of just lost interest over time. But yeah, I'd imagine her fighting style looks a lot like this. So imagine her being on the battlefield and that's how she's going about. She's just getting her stuff done, but also just being a show off. And Starscream is just like, stop showing off. We have to get rid of the quintessence. She's like, I know. I'm just gonna do it with style. Cause you like watching me be all fancy, don't you? But yeah, what's the next song? Is there any other song? Here's one. I like this song.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that failed to be charming. Things that you say are suddenly swarming, and oh, you're losing sight, you're losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse you, that I might lose you. Take a moment to remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I've got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Here comes a thought that might alarm me. What someone
But yeah, one day, this is more of X's story. One day when Sentinel was like getting her to try out all her cloaking tactics, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna test your skill. Cloak and transform and pretend to be one of the primes, one of the 13 primes, and see if you can get away with it. And you know what, she did it, and she legit actually did get away with it. But of course, people were confused, like, when, like, the original Prime came back, and he's like, what are you guys talking about? I wasn't there, I wasn't doing this. Someone being a total bad hand censor, and Starscream being a little simp till he snaps out of it. Stop showing off already. And she being like, she'll like, I know, right? Stars Prime, she like flicks her hair, she's like, but you like it when I show off, don't you? And her like tail does the little thingy underneath chin. And her tail does like the little thingy where like just like caresses underneath his chin, and as she walks past him, and just leave him to his simping mess.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust.
Going to bed. Night, Adam. Have a good rest.
Seeketh thou the road to all that's foul and fair? Gather, sisters, fire, water, earth, and air. Darkest hour, wake thy power, earthly and divine. Burn and brew with coven true, and glory shall be thine. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down,
down, down the road, down the witch's road.
But yeah, after
Down the road, down the witch's road.
yes, Simp Starscream. Poor Starscream. He's getting teased on both sides. But yeah, when Sensible eventually had to come clean about like what happened and why people are saying stuff about the crimes, like who wasn't present at the time, and like why are people saying he was? When they heard about X's and essentially the Jones' ability to cloak and mimic voices perfectly, half of them are like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. This should be studied," while the other half are like, "This is dangerous. We kind of don't want them around us." So they sent them away to be on the front lines and join the High Guard in hopes that majority of them will just be destroyed during the fight. And that's why X eventually ends up on the front lines in the High Guard with Stars, and they become frenemies, I guess the best way to put it. Frenemies, but Starscream secretly simps for X, and X kind of someone not really knows it, just messes with him a lot. Because it's like one of her ways of coping with all the warring going on. Yeah, exactly.
Tame your fears, a door appears, the time has come to go. Down, 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 down the witches, down the witches, down the witches, down, down, down the witches, down the witches, down, down, down the road, down the witches, down.
I'm just gonna make this X because I think it'll be funnier. So yeah, and that's how X joins them. And I'm not gonna really go any farther because it goes into spoiler territory.
Everything would suddenly stop.
So
No
sadly, I
matter your
can't go any
industry,
farther
Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call,
But yeah,
click
stuff
Granger.com
happens.
or just
Eventually,
stop by. Granger,
X
for the
has
ones
to
who get it done.
eventually retreat into Icon City with the rest of everybody else for reasons, leaving Starscream behind. Because this is where her nature of being the de facto queen of the drones of her own people, her fellow drones look up to her and respect her highly, and kind of see her as a pseudo queen.
I was once the most mystical mage in all Russia.
Oh, that's
When the royals betrayed me, they made a mistake.
because she always puts her people first.
Till one little girl got away. Little Anya, beware, Rasputin's away.
So yeah.
Revenge will be sweet when the curse is complete.
So I wonder what Starscream would react. My little teasing about him being an X. I mean, X might just come to protect him just a little bit by being like, well, just being a bit like flirtatious too with Stardust. Maybe not as intensely, but just a little bit like, you say so, but what about you? Because X can go very thick on the flirtatiousness, or just her extremely sultry, but doesn't, but she can be.
right here, right now. I put the offer out. I don't wanna chase you down. I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the drudgery and walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a queen of conventional, or you can risk it all and
is what Star. That screamer is like annoying little brother. So you can have Max.
Okay, my friend, you want to cut me in. Well, I hate to tell you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go. Cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that whole show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells, we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll have to leave that up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this?
Mainly because this is how I imagine. Oh hey, look, check this out. Guess what compilation I just found. It's Knockout and his paint job complaints. I'll watch this later, but most excellent. But yeah, if you want to go watch this, it's under Knockout and his paint job compilation, The Creator. Go check that out if you want to go watch it. I don't think we got a whole lot of time. Nah, we'll just go back to this.
I don't need to see the other side. Keep going through like you do. I'm good to do like me. Ain't in a cage, so I don't need to take the key. Oh, yeah, can't you say I'm you? I don't need to see the other
Now
side.
is this really how you like to spend your days? Whiskey, misery, and parties and plays.
If I were mixed up with you, I'd be the talk of the town. Disgraced and disowned, another one of the clowns.
But you would finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up and cure your aching. Take your walls and start breaking. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking. But I guess I'll leave that up to you.
What was I?
Well, it's intriguing. Let's go. What cost me greatly? So what percentage?
We do see a little bit more of Starscream's simpiness, a little bit, when
I wasn't born this morning. 18 would be
her name,
tonight.
literally this is Y. When Y and the gang end up in their secret base, and Starscream's like, why the heck should we help you? And Y is just like, I'm going to emotionally manipulate this guy, and by giving him a not really promise, like, hey, if you do this, maybe so-and-so might really appreciate it because you haven't seen them in literally X amount of millennia. It essentially uses her illusion powers. Kinda, yeah. To basically put him in a music video and be like, hey, I'm just gonna flaunt these very pretty pictures of your crush and try to convince you to go hang out with them, because who knows, maybe they'll secretly appreciate it and might date you, who knows, not really. It's essentially this song from The Legend of Vox Machina.
Sincerity.
Imagine Starscream just sitting on his throne and she's Vi's just doing this.
And you're not alright. Wish you could see her. Wish you could hear her.
And her using her illusion magic. Why using her illusion magic to make X appear and do all this and sing this.
All these tears I cry for you.
You're in my cold and hopeless heart tonight.
Why just emotionally manipulating him to help?
I never felt so lonely. When we're worlds apart with no end in
Oh, I love this scene from this episode. Yeah, it's great.
we always have to live in the past, staring at the hourglass and longing for a life with you, with you, with you.
But yeah, she essentially does that in hopes to emotionally manipulate or emotionally motivate Starscream to help. Like, hey, this may or may not happen. I'm not promising you anything, but this could happen if you help us out. You'll get to see your crush again in like X amount that you haven't seen in so long. And she may not run to your arms, who knows? I can't promise you anything. And yeah, I just thought that was funny. Lol,
Want to know a
perfect.
secret? More than just my armpits stink.
Facts. That's why I use
Dang,
Secret
why
Whole Body
savage.
Deodorant for clinically proven
Yes.
odor protection.
She's
everywhere.
not playing around. She's like, you are going to help us, and I'm going to use by any means necessary to get you to help. Imagine Sin doing this to X and she catches. Imagine Sin doing this to X and she catches. Doing this to Stars. Do your job, and I'll leave you in Starscream alone, right, X? X doesn't. I don't really know. It's kind of one-sided. Starscream definitely simps for X, but X never had time to really process her feelings for Starscream, so she doesn't really know what she feels for him. She does certainly care about him, but she doesn't know if that's a platonic care or a romantic care. She doesn't really know. Yeah, she didn't have time to process those feelings, because the events that led to their separation happened so quick. She didn't have time. And once the events happened, she was basically trapped in Icon City with Sentinel and his rule for 50 cycles, a very long time. But yeah, I can totally, but I know that reference you're talking about. Do your job, and I leave you in Starscream alone, right, X? Yeah. And more about Sin. The drones who do have these bodies, who are, I'm just gonna call them drones, or Cybertronian drones, they are still aware of Sin, and they deeply fear Sin. And about Myosi, her name is Silver, Soul Silver. That sounds like the Pokemon game Soul Silver. Is that where you got the name from? Man, I got to really see the chest look over. Yes. I thought it'd be Silver Soul. I thought it was Soul Silver. But yeah, I had a little inspiration from the name. Nice. It's Soul Silver, but gold became Heart Gold for the remake. Oh. I can't hit that note, darn it. You're doing a great job at singing. No, I'm not. This song has too many high notes I can't hit. And plus, my throat's not all there yet.
But I can think of a better use for you.
But yeah, X sadly also perishes, so it's not like she can really do much. Yeah, so if she could choose to join any side of Transformers, she'd most likely choose the Autobots. I would have tried to sing that line of that song, but it's late where I am and my family's asleep. Yeah. Thankfully, I'm home alone, so I can sing as loud as I need to. But I'm not gonna because it's, again, at nighttime for me too.
Looks like these Saurians don't miss a beat.
And her special trait she got, she has the ability to retain a special fluid that's more colder than the Arctic wind. It's like nitrogen. The liquid is more liquefied inside her. Oh, okay. I thought that X goes to the grave in this story. Oh man, poor Starscream. Yeah, he's gonna be so heartbroken that his crush is dead. His crush dies. And her fraction is White-Eyed Neurocon, which is another type-coding species. They're neither side. Kind of like not going to do anything, like supporting anyone. Completely not either side. Oh, so they're like a neutral team. An absolute neutral.
Time for a test drive.
Unless one of their own is the one standing up for them. Man, imagine you're in a battlefield and all of a sudden you see this. She's just getting ready to pounce on you. Oh, Z, you crazy. You shy, but you have the wackiest poses. But yeah, here's Z and her little I'm gonna get ready to pounce. One question it to run it to run away. And she just She pounces.
Looks like these Saurians.
So I'm gonna pull up some references to help explain my idea a little bit better because visuals are always helpful. Okay, where was it? It was these guys. These ones. So let's say a normal transformer is around this size. While the drones may not be mini-cons, they are around this height. And they are certainly less armored and modified. Because even Alita is still kind of on the bulky side. Kind of more bulky, thicker. Looks like can take a lot more hits. Jessica's perfect. These guys are very, very slim. If you were to take a look at them again. These guys are very sleek. And have very, very little, like, they're not as bulky or they don't seem as, they could take as much hits as Alita one.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors.
Your characters are speed for speed only. Yes, they're speed, but they're also have claws that can dig into metal like it's paper.
Divine intervention. Is that what you seek? To untie
Itsy bitsy guys, yeah, so. Where is that one? So there's this scene in Murder Drones where she's just ripping into this character.
Try McDonald's new
I
chicken
see
Big
that
Mac
Ruby
meal
song
for just
was there.
$9.99.
Nice.
Only in the app.
Okay, you first, eager beaver. Let me in, 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 let me in.
Yeah. She's just tearing into that guy like he's paper. So while yes, they are small, but they're extremely fast, and if they get close, if they get to you, they will rip through all this armament they may have. Yow. What if she did what if she did that to Knockout? Knockout won't even have his chastity his armor anymore. He would be ripped open. And Sonic Force's song, yeah. Yeah, so essentially, if they were to get close and were to just rip into Alita, all this armament and plating would all be gone. Well, I might see Sin in my dreams. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Raise hand for high five. Let's go, Sonic fan. I liked it. I played Sonic Forces. The reviews were right. Some of the gameplay stuff was not the best, but I did love the songs. The songs were good. I still play some of the songs. So yes. So that's like their. And of course, we also have to take into the fact that, for one, they have cloaking. They have like the ability to. What it is? It was episode 2, I think. This song's really best. And making my Sonic characters more vivid. Yeah, the only fun I had was the character creative. The characters you could create. So essentially,
Hallway.
Over there. Do we have fingerprints?
yeah, all these were an illusion. Hologram illusions. Even her mug, yeah. So essentially, all the drones can do this. And it's scary because they can even mimic voices. So you can't really tell if they're the real ones or not. You can't tell. So not only do they have speed super claws that can rip through metal like paper, they also have hologram illusions, which is hologram illusions, and they can even mimic voices and talk for multiple people. They also have their stinger, which basically has venom that acts like rust. And let's see what else. They have the absolute solver, which allows them to manipulate the world around them. Get out of here, ad. We're not here for your perfect bars.
So, forgive and forget, or I'll get my dad to dock your frickin' grades!
Is this...
Shut up, loser.
Yeah, absolute solver allows her to manipulate the world around her arm. Yep.
Quit saving me!
And psychokinesis. Mm-hmm.
Seriously, don't do that again.
Uzi.
Kinda glad I'm not into Murder Jones. Yeah. I mean, Murder Jones is fine. I wasn't crazy about him, but I do like the concepts and ideas within Murder Jones. But outside of that, I feel like I wish Murder Jones had a little bit more time to flesh out some things, but it was fine. I enjoyed it for what it was. I can't say I was crazy about it, but yeah.
Apprehensions that were placed on that Greek. You are playing with thunder for a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under.
Yeah. So yes, they may be small and they will take maybe one or two hits and that's about it. They still have a whole lot of other things about them.
Who's them?
That give them that edge. But they have to be very careful because if they overuse their power, Sin has a small window of chance to just completely take over them and use them as a host.
What do you say?
Lova, Uzi.
Alright.
Oh, your turn. Still gets me laughing.
I'm a fan of catchy songs, so with so many sirens gone, I think Cody's in the wrong.
Yeah, so they have to be very, very careful.
All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live in.
But outside of that, most of the time they don't have to worry. And as for eating, most of the time they don't really need to as long as they use their powers sparingly. And they usually rely on Energon to keep cool.
He was betrayed and then imprisoned, but if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
You're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
Yeah,
He was
there's
busy
that.
fighting, more like busy spiting. The Cyclops let him
But thanks for
feel
listening to me rant about
his
stuff.
mother felt and wrought. Wait!
Because I have no other people to talk to about it. Also, have you ever tried pumpkin spice roll? No, I haven't.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured?
But yeah, thank you for listening to my lore dump, because I have no one else to talk about this to. So it's nice having someone who will listen. But I also hope you guys enjoyed my stream, and it was nice talking to you guys again. Hopefully I'll find time to do another stream with more stuff to say. And maybe we'll talk about why, because, yeah. Good night. Good night.